nightmares of that.
Really?
Of that sun. I couldn't beat it, and I kept having nightmares.
Yeah,
about
dude,
sun
that game's
trying to
fucking
kill
hard.
me.
Like, that level is fucking hard. Yeah.
Have you guys ever played the original Mario
Yeah.
on the NES?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I've actually played every mainline Mario game.
Because fucking Nintendo re-releases it every fucking year and says, pay me $10 for the same fucking game.
And I'm like, okay.
Did you play as a kid?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. No. As a kid, did you want to eat the fucking the bricks? Was that just me?
No.
But like, yeah, as a kid, I remember I have a distinct memory of just looking at the bricks and just thinking, man, those look delicious. They kind of look like chocolate.
That is definitely like. I hope you didn't say that out loud because your parents were like, "Oh god, oh fuck, oh fuck.
We should take this game away.
Oh god, oh god, oh god."
All right, that's just me.
Okay, but like much like Gaunt, right? I think my 3x3 is a little bit of a lie because there's a bunch of games on here. Because to me, I was like, okay, for me, through and through, I was always a Nintendo simp. I was Nintendo simp from the moment I got my first game console to today.
Yeah,
but because of that, I feel I've kind of put too many Nintendo games on my 3x3.
I mean, like it's the first thing that came to your mind, right?
Yeah, but
So-
I would. Okay, there's one game that I would fucking put on here on the Xbox, and that's. Do you know this game called SSX Tricky?
Of course.
Oh my god! I forgot about that! I put so many hours into that game!
That was such a good fucking game.
Oh my god.
Dude, SSX Tricky. Okay, for those of you who don't know, SSX Tricky is the snowboarding game, right? And it.
Did you play Snowboard Kids as well on the N64? Was that just me?
Oh, I played a little bit of that. Yeah, I played a little bit of that. I think it was the first time I saw SSX Tricky because I think my dad got it.
Yeah.
Because like my dad was the one who bought the Xbox because he wanted to play like a bunch of like racing car games, and one of the racing car games that me and my dad fucking bonded over was Burnout 3.
That's a fuck. Yeah. That's
It's a fucking amazing game, which I would also put on my 3x3. But like, he also brought home this game called SSX Tricky. I'm like, I never fucking cared about snowboarding. I didn't know what the fuck this
So
thing
Joey,
was.
we haven't seen snow. We live in Australia.
Yeah.
Let's go and do snow sports.
legit. The first time I ever saw snow was in SSX Tricky. But like, I played it, and the moment you hear that fucking title screen music, I was like, hell the fuck yeah.
Like, to me, I'm just getting reminded, but SSX Tricky is on like the same level as Tony Hawk.
Yeah,
in my mind, in terms of just addictive gameplay. Where
SSX Tricky, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
I never played any of these games.
Oh, so like SSX Tricky. I don't know. I think the one thing I fucking optimized the fuck out of SSX Tricky.
Yeah.
Because it was probably the one game where I was like, no. This isn't the perfect score. I know I can fit one more trick into this
That's how you
jump.
know when you're addicted to a game.
It's like I know I can fit like one more 180 into this like trick combo of this one jump, and I would just keep fucking playing this over and over and over and over again. I think I 100%ed it actually. It was probably one of the first games I 100%.
I think I was close to 100%ing it as well.
I mean, all of these games I've 100%ed essentially.
Yeah.
In terms of like Pokemon Silver, the original Silver, it's the one game where I've actually broken the in-game timer. Like, I played so much of Silver, right?
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah,
like
how'd you do that? What is the in-game timer?
The in-game timer, the max in-game timer is 999 hours, and
That's reasonable.
which is reasonable. It's like 1,000 hours, right? But the only way I achieve that is because of like, you know, obviously you play through the game, and then you're like, okay, well I've gotten all 16 badges. What do I do now?
Yeah.
Complete the dex. Okay, I'll do that. What's the step after that? Get every Pokemon to level 100. Okay, I've done that.
Right.
Get all the shinies. And I
What's
did
wrong
that.
with you? What the fuck?
I did that.
You did that to yourself?
I did that to myself because at the time, right, I was borrowing my friend's Game Boy Color.
Right.
Like, we kind of like, this was during the time where like I had like a couple of childhood friends like lived nearby where we met each other often enough where it's like, can I borrow your N64 or can I borrow your Super Nintendo or whatever?
Yeah.
So I never actually owned the Game Boy Color, but I had Pokemon Silver. I don't remember where I got it from. Maybe I borrowed it from a friend, never gave it back. I don't know.
Probably like that.
Yeah, probably something like that. But like, I borrowed the Game Boy Color enough times where I was like, and it was the only
This
Game
is
Boy
mine
Color.
now.
Yeah. And also, Silver was the only Game Boy Color game I had,
Right.
as well. So it's like, whenever I saw the Game Boy Color just sitting on my desk, I'm like, well, I mean, I could just fucking play this, for a bit, and I kill some time. And as a kid, you know, you have no concept of time as you're playing a game, right? So it's like, I just fucking was like, well, literally got nothing else to do other than I guess I'll just try and catch all the shinies.
Oh my god.
And I fucking did that. And
that sounds like torture.
And I maxed out the in-game clock. I was like, oh, 999 is the max. All right, I got it now.
Jesus Christ, Joey.
I'm telling you, like, you think you're like, Garnt thinks he's like, once you're into a game, you get addicted to it. No, I get fucking addicted.
No. I know you do. You're on another level.
I'm like another level. And like Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland was the first ever game I owned because the Game Boy Advance was the first console I owned.
I think I've played that game.
I've never played a single Kirby game.
Okay, this game was the game that got me into Kirby, and like since then, I fucking love every Kirby game. And like, I'm telling you, like, if you're ever feeling sad, just play a Kirby game. It might be the most like childish.
So I'm going to prescribe you a copy of Kirby's Dream Land.
Literally, if like you might think it's like childish and dumb and like fucking easy or whatever, but it is literally impossible to play a Kirby game and not be happy. Like it's just
challenge accepted.
There is something about it.
Speed run.
There's something about it where it's like I might be in the shittiest fucking mood, and I'll play like 30 minutes of any Kirby game, immediately happy.
Right.
And like I think that's why I liked playing it, because I was like, I don't want to play a game that makes me sad. I mean, later on in my adulthood, I was like, yes,
he's like Heavy Rain.
Yes, Heavy Rain.
Yes,
Metal Gear Solid. Give me all of that shit.
Yes, I would like a bit of depression, please. And
and I think again, like that's another reason why I like played a lot of like Animal Crossing, for example, or like again like Pokemon. It's like
you'd put Animal Crossing in like the top 9 in your life.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Because
every like this one in particular.
Honestly, Wild World specifically, because I was fucking obsessed with the DS. And this was one of the few DS. This is the DS one.
I was going to say, because I heard a lot of like, now that people have like calmed down about Animal Crossing, the newest one, I've heard a lot of people being like, it is good, but it does feel like it's lacking in a lot of ways, and that they're adding in the functions that were in the previous ones.
Yeah. Literally all the add-ons that they're currently adding now, it's all in Wild World. Yeah. So
this is going to sound so boomer, or not boomer, but like, what is the point of Animal Crossing?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm trying to understand why there's like anti-vaxxers when I'm watching this. I'm like, I hear what you're saying, I get it, but I'm seeing it and I'm like, I don't get it at all.
I totally get people, which is why I was really shocked at how popular the newest one got.
Yeah.
Because to me, Animal Crossing, a lot like Harvest Moon, I always thought was like that one niche series where it's like, if you weren't into it from the beginning, doesn't matter how many new games they bring out, you'll never get into it.
I mean, like, the more people talk about it, the more I'm just like, well, this is just a pay your mortgage simulator.
Yeah, so I watch it and I'm like, okay, so you go hit that rock and then you get some stone, okay, and then you go and talk to a guy who gives you a recipe for something that you didn't want. And then you go and make that thing, and it's like a cabinet that you might not need. And then I'm like, and then I'm confused.
And if you don't want it, you can sell it.
And then everything just seems so slow. And of course, it's Nintendo, so shit is just unnecessarily complicated and convoluted. Like I saw someone going to like someone else's island, and it took like a minute of like cutscenes to go to someone's island or something.
Yeah.
And then like everything just seemed slow in it. And I was like, why is this fun?
I think that's the entire point of Animal Crossing. It's supposed to be slow because it's not supposed to be like, I feel
I hate games that make me wait. Like it's artificial waiting.
It's the slice of life of video games.
It is 100%. It is like
that's why
Animal Crossing, Sims, fucking Harvest Moon.
See, I get
all fucking like slice of life.
I get the Sims though, right? Because you're kind of like you're kind of like living a life that maybe that maybe you couldn't like live in real life.
You know what's really weird? I never got into The Sims.
I never got into The Sims.
I always thought Sims was really boring.
Yeah,
which is weird because I'm an Animal Crossing fan.
Because the thing is, I really like simulation games, but I've never a life simulator game. I've always
what it is? You know why I never got into The Sims?
Why?
Because it wasn't cute.
Honestly, I understand that.
Honestly,
you look at Harvest Moon, you look at Animal Crossing, you're like, that's fucking adorable.
I was never into Sims, but like when I started voice acting, I know this is a weird tangent. Like I started seeing Sims voice acting projects everywhere.
Really?
Like people making their own movies in Sims. This was a huge thing.
Oh yeah,
like Machinima.
Yeah, and I was just like, what the fuck? This is ugly and it looks dumb.
Yeah,
and it's like the animations of Sims, like.
Yeah,
and then you'd have to like voice act to it, and I'm like, I'm not auditioning for that shit. What the fuck?
I don't know. I feel like that's part of the like old age of the internet. There's some campiness to it that I feel like has its own charm.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
They would be like, it's like this Oscar-worthy drama performed via Sims animation. And it's like, what the fuck?
But I think that's the whole appeal, right? Because when Animal Crossing first came out, I think I read this somewhere, and correct me if I'm wrong, internet, but I think the whole appeal of Animal Crossing was it was supposed to be marketed towards housewives in Japan,
Right.
who wanted something to do as, you know, their husbands or significant others were out working all day.
Yeah.
That's literally how they marketed it, because it was a non-challenging
Japan.
game. No, literally, it was a game where it was like,
Are you tired of being in the kitchen all day?
yeah, literally. It's like because it's so not challenging, and
Yeah.
also it's non-stressful either.
Yeah.
It's it's a game that like literally gets all your stress off,
Yeah.
because you forget about everything in your real world.
Yeah.
Where you can just focus on a completely separate, just there are no, you know, stresses or no, I guess, like bad things to happen with
Yeah.
like any consequence whatsoever in this world.
Right.
So it's literally, Nintendo was like, I'm gonna create a distraction for stressed adults and call it Animal Crossing.
Because I remember my first and only experience with Animal Crossing was the original Animal Crossing on the GameCube.
Right.
And the only reason I knew about it, right, was because I think for the longest time it just wasn't available in the UK. Like
Yeah.
it was only available, like they translated it, but it was only available in the US.
Yeah.
And I had heard about it from like this Nintendo gaming PC. No, not no, gaming magazine.
Yeah.
Gaming magazine. That's what I meant to say. This Nintendo gaming magazine, and they were like, it just got like super good reviews, and I'm just like, holy shit, this must be a banger of a game. Every fucking review is giving this.
Chainsaws.
Every review is giving this 5 out of 5. And I'm just like, holy shit, this is a must-get game. Why is this not available in the UK?
Right.
So I literally had to like look up some like import websites and like no, seriously, like I had to import Animal Crossing from the US,
Yeah.
buy like a specialized import disc
Yeah.
where like because
Region lock?
because old GameCube games were region locked, so
Yeah.
you couldn't just put a US disc into a UK device. You needed a special disc that you needed to insert into the GameCube to region unlock it so that you could put Animal Crossing into
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And so I had to research and do that by myself with a very limited budget, because I didn't really have much of a budget to work
Right,
with back
right.
then. But I had saved up and I had bought Animal Crossing, and I was just like, this is going to be amazing, guys. This is going to be an amazing game. I've imported this game, which is fucking expensive to import a game, and I
Right.
bought like extra hardware on top of that just so I could play the game.
Yeah.
Because every review said it was amazing.
Yeah.
And then I started playing it, and I'm just like, when's the gameplay kick in? I was like, okay.
This is an awfully long cutscene.
Yeah. I was like, okay.
poor thing, guy.
Okay,
You
I
poor-
was picking apples. I'm just like, so the gameplay is going to kick in sometime. Right? I'm going to have a point to why I'm doing this, because I expected it to be on the same level as like Pokemon or stuff like that when I'm catching stuff, or I'm like I'm going on an adventure.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, surely when I pay off this mortgage, that's when the gameplay will kick in. So I play Animal Crossing, and I fucking pay Tom Nook back, or whatever the fuck his name is. I pay off
Cheeky cunt.
my mortgage, because I'm just like, there must be a reason why every game, every magazine is giving this 5 stars.
Yeah.
Pay off my mortgage, and then the game just continues.
And then Tom Nook's like, here's another mortgage for you. No, what's interesting is like, okay, because you like games like Banjo-Kazooie or like JRPGs where there's like a whole like a collecting element to it, right?
Do you
Yeah,
like
yeah.
linear games more than open world and stuff like that?
I do like linear games more than open worlds. It's funny because I feel like I do like the idea of open world games, but if I'm going to sit down and play something, then I'd much prefer linear games.
Right, because one of my favorite aspects of Animal Crossing personally is like the whole like catching fish and bugs and collecting all the artworks and collecting all the furniture and stuff. Like it's basically the collecting portion of it.
Right.
Whereas a lot of other people who play the game, you know, enjoy the whole like, you know, DIY, you know, creating your own amazing looking town, amazing looking house kind of thing. To me,
Yeah.
that's like second in line.
Yeah,
Number
yeah.
one for me is definitely like, I need to complete my fish index. I need to complete my bug index.
Why? Why do you want to do that?
Because I got that love from playing all the JRPGs, right? And
Right.
like, and obviously 6 is up there because like there was that for 6 for me as well. But like, I
Right.
think the reason why I picked 6 and I think why Final Fantasy 6 is my favorite, not only Final Fantasy game, but my favorite JRPG ever,
Yeah.
is because like it was the first game where I was like, this is a work of art.
Right.
Like this is like not just a game. It's like the gameplay is like cool. You know, I've played all the previous Final Fantasies like 4 and 1 and shit like that.
Right.
The gameplay is basically the same. But 6 was the first time where I was like, I didn't know story could be this good. I didn't know game music could be this good. I
Yeah.
didn't know you could have this much immersion in a game.
Yeah.
And I got to like the fact that, you know, people still talk to this day about like the final fight scene, right?
Yeah,
of Final
like,
Fantasy VI.
Final Fantasy VI, I feel like it's overshadowed by Final Fantasy VII, but everyone I know who's played Final Fantasy VI holds it higher than Final Fantasy VII.
I've always said the true Final Fantasy, that's like 6 is the true Final Fantasy fans pick.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's like, you're not persuaded by like the graphics, quote unquote, because this was the last 2D Final Fantasy.
Sorry, 7 is Roblox.
Yeah, 7 is Roblox, but people still put it on this fucking like pedestal of graphics, right? It's like, what are you seeing? And like, you know, don't get me wrong, 7's also a good game.
Yeah.
Like, I also like 7. But 6 was, I don't know, there's something about it where it was like, this game could look like absolute shit.
Right.
And the story and the music and everything, just the immersion of getting into this world is so fucking well done.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't care how this game looks.
Yeah.
It was like, to this day, like the fucking battle theme, the decisive battle theme from Final Fantasy VI gives me a fucking hard on. Every time I listen to it. It's like Persona 5 and Final Fantasy VI to easily have the best fucking battle theme music of any game.
I mean, I can't comment really. I haven't played any Final Fantasies, so I feel bad. I can't judge your
There's a lot of Final Fantasies I could have put on.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
10
like we've
was
talked
good.
about hating turn-based battles.
Yeah.
I am regretting not putting. I wish I put RuneScape on my list now.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised RuneScape wasn't on your list. I completely
I
forgot.
played RuneScape. That was like the first game I ever like had a membership for.
Right.
Actually, maybe Club Penguin. I don't know.
Yeah, Club Penguin was the first one for me.
Where's Club Penguin on my list? Dude, going on those fucking tubes down the snow slope.
Tipping the iceberg.
Becoming the CIA agent. Bro, it's tipping the eye. Oh god, yeah.
God.
RuneScape, like, definitely, like, when you say immersion in the world, man, I was so into those fucking quests and shit.
Oh yeah.
Going to the, like, Monkey Island and stuff. Oh my god.
So
I
good.
should put RuneScape on my list.
Yeah, I
wanna
completely want to
play it,
remake my 3x3 after talking to you guys about it.
I could honestly make a 3x3 of like each console.
Like, do you want to talk about Terraria at all?
Terraria, okay. Terraria for me was like, so when it came out, I had already like known about Minecraft because Minecraft obviously came out before Terraria. Right?
Why is Minecraft not on here in Terraria? I thought you liked Minecraft more than Terraria.
I think Minecraft for me is kind of like, I like it and it's a game that I can always come back to, but I don't think I was like as heavily into it as I was with Terraria. Because like, I think Terraria came out when I was in maybe like middle school or high school or something.
Okay.
And the only ever time where I would spend, like, I would not sleep and be in like a fucking Skype call with my friends in high school was playing Terraria.
Right.
Like, there were so many nights where after school, you know, we'd be on the bus home, we'd be like, all right, we're playing Terraria after dinner, yeah? Like 7, 8 p.m.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, all right, cool. We all get on a Skype call and we fucking play Terraria till like 6 a.m. Like, all right, see you in school in 2 hours. Like, I had so many nights like that playing Terraria.
Right.
I don't know why. I could have easily done that with Minecraft, to be honest, but I think it's because, I don't know, there's something about like side-scrolling games that just tickle my fancy.
It looks fun. Every time I see Terraria, I'm like, yeah, that looks like fun.
It's
I
really
just
fun.
Yeah, I mean,
Is there a point to Terraria?
It's kind of like,
is there a point to Minecraft?
yeah, it's kind of like the point of my. I mean, there is actually like a story where it's like you have to go through and like there's like a bunch of story dungeons kind of thing that you have to discover, right?
Yeah,
and there is an end game,
And it adds like
as
a
well,
bunch of
but-
content for free, right?
Oh, yeah,
I know
yeah.
everyone's always like the Chad Terraria adding
Yeah.
DLC for free and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
I think I have Terraria. I think I paid for it. I just never played it. I don't know why.
It's really, really fun. And
Yeah.
it's like Minecraft for me as well, where it's like, if I just need like a game to just kind of mindlessly play and just relax to, then I'll either put Minecraft or Terraria on.
Yeah.
Man, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just a.
Other than that,
Solid list.
it is the most vanilla 3x3 I've ever made.
I mean, I totally understand why it's your 3x3.
Yeah.
This is very much a Joey 3x3.
These are like 9 games that I can always come back to, and it's probably the most amount of time I've ever spent on any game.
I wrote down a bunch of other games that I wish I could have put on.
Yeah, I think I did too.
Like
Actually,
Borderlands 2, I thought was really fucking good. League of Legends.
I
course.
put Gary's mod on here.
I wanted to put maybe Portal 2.
Yeah.
Mario Party 2 was like fucking.
Yeah,
god tier.
I'm surprised nobody put Mario Party here because I wanted to talk about Mario Party.
Mario Party 2.
with that story mission, like the challenge. mode.
Hands down the best Mario Party.
The amount of blisters I've gotten from Mario Party,
one,
man.
right?
Yeah, my god, whoever designed the
Sick. Fuck. Sick.
Yeah, whoever designed the N64 controller, like, he just hated humanity. He woke up and he chose violence,
Yeah,
man.
well, he would like put it into games where I'm like, I'm sure there's better solutions. Like there was like a rowing down the rowing down a raft thing.
Yeah.
The man just saw an ergonomics book and just set it on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because like I said, with the rowing one, the mechanic was you to like go this way if you wanted the boat to go this way, or go the other way if you wanted to go that way.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's. If I might be wrong.
I think so.
And I'm like, you could have just done literally anything else. Like, why did you have to involve
Like,
spinning?
there's like L and R.
Yeah, like anything else could have worked.
I think my favorite Mario Party 2 minigame was I think it was on Mario Party 2. It was the one where you have to it was like Thwomp's Domino.
I love that one.
Oh, that was a good one.
You have to fucking you have to like mash A to like knock down as many like Thwomps as possible.
Yeah.
I love the skateboarding one as well.
Oh yeah.
The blow up the balloon, and like as full as you think it can go.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah.
I just love the fact that like
fuck the go-karting one. The go-karting one fucking sucks.
So what I love about 2 is just that it doesn't fuck around. It does not hold your hand. It's like if you fuck up, you fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good. Pokemon Coliseum.
Pokemon Stadium for me.
On GameCube. The one with the story.
Yeah.
When we could catch other people's Pokemon, the dark
I really I got
Yeah.
super into Pokemon Snap. Pokemon Snap was.
There's a new one coming out.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's out today.
Oh, is that?
Out today. Yeah, we're recording on the 30th of March. So
Wow, way to spoil.
Let's go.
Professor Layton, I actually really liked those games.
I've played the first one. It was actually pretty good.
Professor Layton.
Yeah.
And then I had an honorable mention for the worst fucking game I ever bought in my life.
Yeah.
What?
And I completely regretted it. Wii Music. Probably You've ever seen this game?
No.
Fucking garbage game. You had to buy it with a controller as well. So it was like $90 when you were a kid.
Yeah.
So I asked my parents for it because I was like, wow, look at Shigeru Miyamoto on stage fucking waggling a thing. It's so good. You get this game and literally to play the instruments, you just like waggle a controller and it sounds like shit. And like that's the whole game.
I've never heard of
That's
it.
the whole. I'm going to show you it later. You're going to be like,
Oh, is that the one
Yeah.
where you have to like conduct?
You can conduct and it doesn't work very well at all.
I think I've
and then
seen
there's
videos
one where
of
you
it.
like can play a trumpet and all you do is just press the button and hold the Wii remote
Yeah,
like this.
I think I've seen
And then there's
that.
one where you play guitar and you just fucking.
Yeah.
It was garbage.
I've seen like
shit
I've
game.
seen meme videos of it.
Shit game.
For me-
Go on.
For me, Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, I feel that's self-explanatory. Anything with a good story and good characters.
Yeah,
Fire
yeah.
Emblem Three
I get it.
Houses.
Yeah. I put Fire Emblem Awakening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that
okay.
one was really
I
good.
like the gameplay more than the story in Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
I mean, the reason I put Three Houses on is because I'm about the gameplay because it's turn-based, but it was just Fire Emblem with Persona, and I'm just like,
Yeah, literally.
This is everything I need.
Yeah.
Like this gives me a reason to play through the game. Metroid Prime.
Ooh.
Fucking incredible.
Yeah, that's good.
And that was one of the few games where I was totally invested in the world. And it went against what I said before because you had to kind of figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
But the gameplay of that was so good that I wanted to.
Yeah.
Walking Dead Season 1. I mean, that's the Telltale game.
Telltale.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
That was a good story.
It was good, and then it became bro.
I mean, it wasn't really a game. It was just a good story.
Yeah. For me, Okami is up there.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
okay.
was really fucking good.
Yeah.
Obviously, I said Rhythm Heaven, Link to the Past,
Yeah.
Wii Sports.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Smash Bros. Melee.
Obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously. And then like recently, I recently just played like the 2 Bayonetta games.
Yeah.
Those were really fucking good too. Honestly, there's too many. Like,
Yeah.
why do we have to just confine it to 9?
Well, because you gotta have something to talk about.
I could have made like a 5x5.
Like,
to be honest.
like
But
what
none
I've,
of them are Sonic Riders.
what I've realized after doing this episode is that there are so many games that I love that I just did not remember.
Yeah.
Because I go back to my comfort picks, but man, there's a lot of games that.
What's the one game that we're all gonna like? If we had to pick one game after today that we're gonna go back and play,
Red Alert 2.
SSX Tricky for me.
Honestly, you didn't mention the soundtrack of SSX Tricky because the amount of time
It's trick to rock is right on top.
that's what made that game so good to play, man. Because I realized the reason I freaked out was because for the longest time I couldn't remember why I wanted to learn snowboarding so bad. I had just thought that snowboarding seems cool. I would
Are you
like to
telling
learn
me
snowboarding.
you didn't listen to the theme as you were learning to snowboard?
I did not, and
Missed opportunity.
I like you had just reminded me.
Yeah.
SSX Tricky is the sole reason why I wanted to snowboard so bad, and that's why I'm
Yeah,
just
it's like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 was the reason why I wanted to learn how to
yeah,
skate.
yeah.
right?
And I just blanked out that memory of my life. Oh my fucking god, it's such a good game.
God.
Damn. Dude, it wasn't on any of our lists, but I really want to play Theme Park World.
Dude, you guys have sold me on it.
I might
honestly.
stream that. That like,
yeah,
guys
yeah.
would invest. But
Oh my god, so many games to stream.
I'm definitely gonna get you boys to play Halo Wars with me.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, I think we've gotten a good taste of what our taste in video games are.
I wonder, who are you more like, viewers? Are you more of a Connor or a Joey? I wonder. It's
Yeah,
interesting
let
to
us
see.
know down in the comments.
Who has the best taste, and why is it me? Why is it Sonic Riders?
Why does Sonic Riders?
Battalion Wars 2. Why is it the
To
best
be fair,
game?
Sonic Riders is a good game.
It's fucking good. I'll fight anyone.
Yeah.
I like how this has probably been the most civil episode regarding our taste.
It's like the anime your dog shit gaming. Ah, yes. You raise great points,
Oh,
Dom.
yes, Sonic Riders. I totally respect
How did
your
I not get
opinion.
more shit for that? I thought I was going to get fucking
No, it's fucking great,
dunked
dude.
on for that. What the fuck?
I think it's because me and Joey aren't true gamers. So
No,
we're just
you
like
true
We're
gamers.
too casual for this
we're
shit.
too casual.
But hey, let's give a special thank you to our patrons. Look at them. They're
Look at
all
these
epic gamer
beautiful
girls.
people.
Wonderful.
Gamers, pro gamers. Look at them. So many of them.
Had to throw in one Nakey Jakey reference there, didn't you, Joey? Just had to do it.
Of course I do. But hey, if you'd like to support the show, then make sure to go over to our Patreon, patreon.com/trashtaste. Also, follow us on Twitter, send us your memes on the subreddit, and if you hate our faces, listen to us on Spotify.
Yeah. There's
Nothing
nothing
else to say. Go game.
Yeah.
Big gamers.
Go game!
Goodbye, gamers.
Hope you're listening to this while playing every game we mentioned for optimum gaming experience.
Honestly.
You've just swapped the cartridge when we mentioned the game.
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess that's it.
guess
There's
that's
nothing
it.
else to say.
See you
Go
later,
game.
gamers.
See you,
Bye.
gamers.
See you, gamers.
No, wait. Rise up, gamers.
Rise up!
Rest, gamers. Rest.